And this could be a treasure.
It very well could be.
It could be because, I mean, it is a collaborative effort between at least one top-tier brewery and one that's right below it and one that we like beers from.
Yes.
So this could be treasure. This could be treasure found in the West, actually.
Oh, and the West is the best, as the Doors said in a very amazing song. The Power Trio here tonight, bringing together a collaboration of a West Coast double IPA for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are aboutbeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Big West Double IPA, which is a collaboration beer between not one, not two, not three. It'd be hard to have a collaboration between one. So not two, not three, but it's La Cumbre out of New Mexico. We've also got Modern Times out of San Diego and Pizza Port Brewing, which is also out of Southern California.
Carlsbad, yeah.
So out of Southern California as well. So these three micro brewing giants have come together and put together this particular double IPA for us to try.
And I feel bad now because I actually should have grabbed all three graphics. This one just kept sticking out in my head because they were the top. And it was, always La Cumbre talking about getting these other West Coast powerhouses to brew with them.
Okay.
So that's why that logo is there. It is not to besmirch the other two at all.
Well, and if besmirching would not have been necessary in any way, and not that you are besmirching, but leaving any of them out would have, had you been able to find an actual picture, right?
Yeah, I found a lot of pictures from people that were putting up the graphic themselves. Something I could have done myself, just taking a picture of the can, but I did not. And so, that was kind of a little bit of the issue. I couldn't find, I think there may have been a Facebook post, but even that was not the greatest photo. So I couldn't find the graphic. So we got this one.
That's what we got.
That is what we got. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the can at the moment. So
it's around somewhere. He's somewhere there.
Hey,
there he is.
He is.
You can almost see that it says Big West on there.
Oh God!
I do see a horse.
I thought something else big. You were talking
big.
Settle.
Whoa,
easy.
Hey,
whoa, easy there,
big fella.
Big
easy
fella.
paint. You're whipping up a froth. Phil,
always he's back. He made a triumphant return.
That's
I said, we had a little bit of an issue with his camera work. I think his personal handler was not happy with how I had the lighting set up, so he said he's not going to be in the shots last week.
Okay.
So
I thought there was some travel issues. I wasn't sure with all the stuff going on right now. I wasn't
Who knows
sure
what the real story was, but he's back tonight. He's back. He's taking it all in, and he's going to give us a beverage here that we can finally try. Let's get.
He said, "You can't hurry, Phil. You'll just have to wait." That's from that album. So anyway, I know.
Wow, those kind of references are going to make everyone just say hello. I must be going.
You just did one though. I don't care anymore. That's also from that album.
It's always the same. It's a shame. That's all.
Not from that album though.
Damn it!
Oh.
Wow, always calling me out.
Oh, mama.
How many? Oh wait, that is definitely not from that album.
Not, but it's from the one you did. So you layered on top of that. So I just went in. I just seamlessly transitioned. Now we're into the Genesis album. So, all right.
That was the genesis of that joke.
It was.
It just continued on. Well, for a double IPA, it's definitely on the lighter side, I would say, color-wise.
But doubles don't have to be.
They don't, but usually, I guess maybe when I think of the classic Stone West Coast double IPA, usually a little maltier, a little darker looking.
A little more something in there.
It's a little bit more. Actually, this kind of might be cowboy looking out into the sunset is about to hit there.
Boom, 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 boom,
Blue sun. Okay. We've sung way too much already.
You can put a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
Good night,
right,
Ned.
Let's. Do you want to smell it, or you just want
to?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That smells delicious.
That smells awesome. I was glad you did not. You just wanted to go through with that. Yeah, that smells awesome. Oh my God. Oh, that smells really good.
Oh God, there's a lot of good.
This is one of those ones that even though it smells amazing, is really hard to describe. It's kind of passion fruit. It's peach, maybe orange. A little bit of sweet. There's kind of just a lighter sweet flavor.
That's just juicy goodness.
That's juicy goodness. Yeah, that smells fantastic. This is definitely, like I said, I saw a fair amount of accolades on this beer, and this one has even been around for a little bit because I've been holding it because I've wanted us to try it. I've had two.
Okay.
Didn't drink them.
Okay.
I've held out.
So there is another one.
There is another one.
Okay.
So it can be shared by other brothers as well.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready for the taste?
I definitely am.
Okay. So I think this is what I love about this is it keeps about 30% of what I got in the aroma fruit-wise,
okay,
but brings the rest of the West Coast. It's bringing some bitter.
The
it's
bitter.
bringing, like I said, there's a little bit of savory in there. There's a little bit of herbaceousness in there, like things that I think of when I think of classic West Coast IPAs.
Right.
It brings that. Now, a lot of times, this is where I'll say, like, it's too different than when I get in the aroma. I don't like it. This time I do. So
Okay.
I guess like I said, I'm breaking my rule. Usually I don't like that kind when it's like, I smell all this. I wish I got all of that. And yeah, those aromas were great. If I got all of those, I'd have been happy too. But I'm enjoying that I'm getting some of that in the taste, and that there is the like I said again, the rest of the West Coast, which I was kind of missing in the aroma when I'm thinking of a classic West Coast IPA. Double IPA, no less.
I get a little bit of the pininess in there going back for the aroma, but I'm a little let down by the taste. In that I wanted more of that to come through.
Sure.
I do like the bitter that comes through. I do like those other notes. It's still very tasty. I like it, but I was expecting. It's funny when you were saying I get about, and I was like, he's going to do a number. What numbers are you going to do? And I was going to say a third. So I agree. So 30%. That's pretty close to what I was going to say, anyways.
Because there's a little bit of that light sweet is still in there when I go back now too. So I'm getting all little bits of that, and it's definitely at the front. But the big finish, like that does overtake, which some people, like I said, may not be a fan of if you only wanted what was in the aroma.
Right.
It kind of loses some of that, and it, like I said, it is about some of those other bigger savory classic West Coast IPA flavors. But like I said, again, I like that.
I think
that it doesn't just finish with that sweet, just kind of fruit bomb.
I like it more with every sip. Initially there was, to me, it was such a disparity that I was like, oh, but then the I kind of got the grip of the bitter, and so that sort of started then kind of reining me in to like it. I do still wish there was more of that in there. I think you're even saying that as well.
Yeah.
But it's still, but it is good.
I wish it was
I
more.
do like it.
Yeah. If it was more balanced, that would be perfect. Like if it was like 50-50 and we're like, and if you got like, again, you said you kind of went back, and I think maybe now I get, there is a little hint of that in the aroma.
Yeah.
It
As
didn't
those
jump
high
out,
notes go.
Yeah.
The
It didn't
lower
jump
pine
out to me
stays.
right as well.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, I should say. So if maybe a little bit more of that came through in the aroma, it might not have been quite as much of a shock.
Right.
At least to you. And even to me it was, because I was like, oh, that's not what I got. I was like, oh, but I like that too. Like that was kind of how my brain went, was like, oh, that's not what I got, but ooh, I like that though. Like that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
it
I'll
wasn't
have
like
that.
I was like, oh, I was let down by the reduction. What I was hoping for, I know we have that happen a lot of times with beers or coffee beverages, where you get that great nose and you're like, oh, please just be half. Please just be half.
please.
Oh, please. Oh, dear God, please.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't that. But then once you get over that like I said, kind of a letdown, then you're like, okay, here's all this other stuff that is still there.
Yeah.
And it does still have at least this to bring it back together. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad I have one more of these. I kind of wish I had a 4-pack of these, but I'll have to check with my local Tap and Bottle and see if they have any of these left, since they are still they're still doing what they can to get great beverages out to everyone who needs them in these trying times.
Yes. Except deliver them outside of a 5-mile radius.
Yeah,
No,
I
just
don't
kidding.
know how many people
They're
they have
still
going for it.
working.
Is it tight? 5 miles is tight.
Yes.
But I get it, though.
Yeah.
I understand. I appreciate it. Yeah, like just being
I'm
able to...
just glad that they're there.
Yeah, I am glad that they're
That
there,
we're all
and that everyone
working
that
through
is, everyone that is trying to stay open and do the best that they can with what's going on is very much appreciated by everyone. And hopefully what is appreciated on a much lesser level, but still appreciated, is our website, aboutbeverages.com. That's where you can go check out all of our latest tastings, reviews, conversations, all that kind of stuff is up there. Even all the way back to just when we had audio some 10 or 11 years ago.
Oh, the audio days.
Yes.
Radio days.
Radio.
Oh, wait, no.
The radio days. We have all of those there. If you only want just the video content, like I said, on the website, or you can follow us and subscribe on YouTube, which we would appreciate. That is another great place to make sure you get all the latest content. And if you are down with only audio because this is too much, like it's like
not working for you,
I can't look at these guys for 15 minutes. I barely even want to hear them, but I kind of do. If you're in that boat, obviously iTunes, where we've been for forever, but the latest now is Spotify. We are on there. You can follow us there, and any other podcast app. You've talked about it before. You've randomly like, hey, did you know we're on? And it's like, we are. So just whatever is your favorite podcast app, search for About Beverages. You'll probably find us.
Hopefully we'll be there.
We will be there. And the other places that we are our 3 pillars of social media.
The 3 pillars.
What are the 3 pillars of social media?
I'm going to start with the 2 that are not as prominent for us, and that would be Facebook and Instagram. But Twitter is the big one. We, in fact, I tweeted right before we went live. You tweeted
did.
a little bit before that.
We did.
We were always letting you guys know what we're trying, what we're doing, what's happening. So
and
follow us.
That
there.
live tweet was about where?
Was about
When
Twitch. About watching us, about which some people are actually right now at this exact moment. They're joining us for our live stream because we do record these podcasts while we are on twitch.tv/aboutbeverages. So join us on most Thursday nights, depending on what we've got going on. Usually it's around 6:30. It might be a little earlier here and there, but join us, please.
Join us for all those. And as we always like to say, whether we like it or not, I guess we don't say it very often. Apparently, we haven't said it about 3,000 times.
I got distracted. Sorry. Go ahead.
Should we give it a shot? You want to give this a shot?
I think you should set me up again. Hopefully, at a good point.
I
for
think
your
you should
editing. You should give it a shot.